Well,
glad you enjoyed our content.
You should become a member.
Yeah, I am. I subscribed. And also I enjoyed your
A
discussion
financial
about
member.
men's
Yeah.
dominance. I watched that on the 5-hour bus drive.
oh, did you like that? We didn't even talk about
Hey,
it.
I'm fixed.
I did like it. They're very smart, our girls.
We are smart.
I agree, and a lot of the
Everyone else seems to think so too.
a lot of judging like the way Kate is untangling these headphones right now. That's
Doesn't seem
not
like
the
it.
impression we're getting,
No,
but
I know. That's why I was kind of surprised.
yeah. I mean,
They're
you
very
know her
thoughtful.
better. Really, you know her better than anybody. How smart do you really think she is?
Well, like I didn't know, but that it's clear they're very thoughtful. They're very wise children.
And due to my ADHD, I'm not very good at spatial planning, time
Me
management.
neither. Kate, God, you're speaking my
I
language.
feel like we've been
What-
talking way
What do
too
you mean by
much.
spatial planning?
Like, it was a struggle for me to separate those headphones because I couldn't really think ahead about where the cords should be.
And
Or
Kate,
like-
it's because you have no visuospatial sketchpad. in your
Yeah.
brain.
Is that a thing? A
I don't think that I
visuospatial
have.
sketch
Yes.
pad?
And when I read about it when I was in school psychology, I was like, oh my God, yes.
Yeah, I don't have that.
I don't. Do I? I don't know.
I mean, everybody does, or you're supposed
You
to.
don't.
Where ours just doesn't work.
Except for us
Like, I can't-
neurodivergent.
I can't picture something in my brain long enough to manipulate the information. We have no working memory.
Yeah, I used to have, there was a stupid test in geometry or something, and it was like, show what the block will look like if you rotate it this many degrees.
Oh my god,
My
I'm
brain
showing my whole
does not.
torso.
For geometry, was like, just shoot me now. I
Wow,
can't.
look at your six pack.
I do have.
Right
I
now,
really can't. Geometry is the worst.
Yeah, geometry is my nemesis.
I mean, all the math is bad, but geometry, I was like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm blind to that.
Yeah.
I love geometry.
I hate you.
I had untreated ADHD my entire life, and I'm so old now. It's not right.
You're not that old.
I could have been so much more advanced than I am now.
Take some of my Adderalls.
I know I should.
Is that Chip?
All right, well, you guys
Yeah.
do your thing.
You're not really
What did
supposed to
you
give
say?
out prescription drugs.
I'm laughing at Chip. We can hear Chip breathing in the background.
Oh,
That's amazing. All right, do you miss us already?
I really do.
Okay. I'm just so you know, I'm recording now, so this is going
You're
to
gonna
be
be in our
part of the
video.
video.
No, it's not.
Yeah, totally.
Are you serious?
That's how the videos
Yeah.
work.
That's
And
how
a lot
we-
of times he'll say, "Oh, yeah, I
No,
want to
but
put
I
this
was
in," and he
sounding
puts
so
it in
weird.
anyway.
I sound so terrible. I would never have talked like that if I thought it was
Talked like what?
Like what? You didn't say anything terrible.
like I don't know. I'm just being weird. All right, whatever. I'm never calling you again. You called me. Get out of here.
Oh, that's too bad. That is too bad.
The ends of my braids are too long.
The ends
Yeah,
are too
yeah.
long?
You still have to
Yeah.
make your haircut.
I can never. What?
I won't say it aloud, but look what Mom just texted. Okay. That's something special.
I'll
She's
just
a
hold them
real
like this.
special
She's
lady.
a real special lady. You're just going to hold it like that the
Yeah.
whole time?
But now my hands look like they're just floating.
Yeah, and your thumbs are turning beet red.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Putting so much pressure on your fingers. So what's going on with you guys? I'll ask a more specific question. Are you very excited for our evening tomorrow night?
We're getting
I know
personal.
very little about what's happening tomorrow night.
Well, that's because I
Like,
bought the tickets. That's why you don't know.
Yeah.
We're going to the IMAX
Yes. What movie is it?
presentation. I
Oh,
told you
it's the
today,
one with
Project-
the Rock.
No,
It's not a rock.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, I know. It has a rock.
Oh, I
that
thought you meant The
rocks.
Rock, like Dwayne The Rock
Oh
Johnson.
no, the Rock.
Project Hail Mary.
The Rock.
So this is in celebration of my birthday.
Oh, asking, fishing for some birthday wishes.
I'm not
Makes
fishing
sense.
for any birthday wishes. My birthday has passed. But tomorrow evening, we're going to go to my favorite pizza restaurant, DiLorenzo's.
Kate's treating.
Kate is treating. She's bringing in the big bucks now as a phlebotomist
Well, I didn't get
in
paid all
training.
week.
Oh, yeah, that was all an internship.
40 hours for free. was my
Woohoo.
baby.
And then we're going to see Project Hail Mary in IMAX. I just read the book.
Is Mom coming?
Yes, she's coming.
Really? I don't think she's going to like that movie.
No, she'll like the movie. I
She
will
likes
bet.
end of the world things.
I will bet, yes. And it's sort of. But do you know about the movie?
It's like space and like.
Kate
there's
doesn't
a-
like space movies, though. She's going to have a panic attack like in Gravity.
No, it's not going to be like that.
If he hyperventilates, I will be leaving.
There might be one small hyperventilating scene. You'll
Can't
be fine.
handle it.
No, you'll be fine.
She's an HSP.
I got really scared during Gravity when I was like 9.
I think you're older, but
I think you
Because-
were older than
No,
9.
I was not.
I was in 5th grade.
Which makes me a 3rd grader, which makes me younger than 9.
Oh, okay.
What was I saying? Oh, and she was hyperventilating a lot, and it made me hyperventilate because I was like, she can't breathe. I can't breathe. I'm an empath.
I don't think that's what it is.
No, that is
And it's very stressful.
Yeah.
Wish I had water.
Do you want to go get some water?
No.
From where?
You don't have milkshakes, so I offered them milkshakes tonight.
Well, I wanted one. Kate didn't want
But-
one, and then
oh.
I wasn't gonna go to the store and get just by myself and get myself a milkshake.
Yeah, that would have been really embarrassing.
That would have been
on
weird.
Friday night
if
like,
just
by
you-
myself.
just
Can I have
a
one milkshake, please?
just a young gal out on the town getting herself a milkshake
So I refrained, and they're
Yeah.
not that nice at
Or not.
that store.
at the store,
That we
which
go
we're not
to.
naming.
Well, you just named DiLorenzo's.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
because we're saying something positive about DiLorenzo's.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, fair enough.
They're just
right.
like grumpy teenage boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kate made a joke, and they were just like,
I was like, I hope you didn't clean the milkshake maker. Because I felt
that was
bad.
awkward.
And then they didn't say anything.
No, they didn't care for that.
They didn't even
They didn't even chuckle
like look at you.
or look at me at all, yeah.
All right.
Just a couple quick thank yous and announcements. We have some new supporters to thank. These are people who have gone to our Buy Me a Coffee and have opted to support us. So I want to thank Joe, Sebastian, Steve, who's become a member, Greg, Van, sorry if I mispronounced this, but Jean-Marc, and Mark, who's also a member. So
Everyone gets a clap.
Everybody gets a clap. Yes, we thank you so much. Many of you have indicated that you'd like some of your money that you have donated earmarked toward snacks and milkshakes, and we promise there will be more milkshakes in our future.
Which normally I would totally go for, but my stomach is bothering me tonight.
Kate's stomach
if
is
you guys were wondering.
a little off tonight, so
Are you
we
gonna-
what?
I didn't mean to interrupt. Are you going to share about your trip at all?
I am going to talk about my trip
Oh.
in just a
I feel like
second.
we've already been talking for a really
Well, he'll cut
long
some
time.
of it.
I'll cut some of this out. So thank you all, and
They
just
also said in the comments that we could talk for an hour and they'd still
That's
watch.
true. That
yeah,
was
which
really
is
sweet
crazy.
of
I don't
them.
even really believe that, but a few people did say that. I mean, we probably have 8 people who watch, and
All the way
those are
through.
the 8 people
That's
all the way
okay,
through,
it's for them.
but which is fine. So just one quick little announcement. One of the things that I've seen on some of the other reaction channels is that they'll launch Patreon sites or Buy Me a Coffee sites, and different YouTubers will make videos exclusive to the people who are paying for them. We're not going to do that. I don't want to do that. If you're interested in watching
We
our
are
videos,
for the people.
We're for the people. Like, if you want to watch our videos, the videos are available for you for free. If you are willing and happy to support us, we're happy to have that. I do want to get new microphones for the 3 of us. I've talked to a couple people who are in the biz, and they've recommended some particular microphones. So we're going to be doing that. But also, just to make sure Corinne and Kate are still willing to come here once a week and do this, we need to keep them fed. So if we can keep the milkshake money flowing, that will keep them here. But otherwise, nothing. I'm not going to put anything behind a paywall. We're not going to do any of that. So thank you for those of you who are supporting us. We're thrilled. We just really appreciate that. So I'm going to get this out of the way.
I'm slouching. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
let's watch our posture. So some of you are aware, I put a post up on our YouTube channel that I was traveling for the past 10 days or so. And I wanted to talk a little bit about my trip because that's going to lead into what we're going to be reacting to. You already know what it is?
I know what you're gonna put on.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I traveled. I was a chaperone for a group of high school students. We traveled to South Africa. We spent several days in Johannesburg, a few days at a game reserve, and then several days in Cape Town. And it was really just a very eye-opening experience for me. One of the things, and I wanted to talk a little bit about it, that is very apparent when you visit South Africa at this point in its history is that there's this sort of balance happening, this coming to terms with their past. And we visited some very affluent communities in Johannesburg.
So close.
It's like, it starts with a J. In Johannesburg, but we also visited a Zulu community, which was very poverty-stricken. So there's this amazing contrast that still exists in South Africa, and we learned a lot about the history of South Africa, very troubled history with a lot of colonialism and war and strife in the country, and it was just really a very moving experience. So I'm curious, before I dive into this, and many of you already know what we're going to be listening to tonight, what do you know about apartheid? I'm not trying to put you on the spot, because and this is one thing that we talked about when we were in South Africa. We're not really taught about apartheid in American history.
Well, I read Trevor Noah's Born a Crime.
Yep.
So I learned about it from that, but that was a while ago. But I think we talked about it recently. It's like Jim Crow, but in South Africa.
Yeah.
But worse, I guess. I don't want to say that.
No, that's okay.
I know, but I don't want to be diminishing the.
No, you're not. You're not. It was
Here,
worse. It was unquestionably worse. What do you know about apartheid?
I know very little.
Laws that separated the white people in South Africa from the black people in South Africa.
Yeah.
And couldn't you not get married to each other?
And that's why Trevor Noah was Born a Crime.
Because he was
half white, half.
Yeah, he had his father was German, his mother was South African, and so literally they were not legally allowed to be together.
So they had to hide.
So
him
he was
all
the
his
result
life.
of a crime. He was born a crime.
And they had to hide his existence.
That's correct. And he couldn't.
Didn't they have to? I guess it was just segregation, essentially.
Yeah. So essentially, in 1948, the government, and this was after years of strife, and there was a white minority, predominantly Dutch. The government took power and was put into power, and they enacted laws that were just literally racist laws that segregated white people from all their colors. And it's a very mixed culture, right? There are people from India, and there are Dutch people there and British people there, and so it's this really interesting mix of cultures. We had some great food, but they enacted into law really racist provisions. And as a part of that, you mentioned white people couldn't marry or have relationship with black people. They weren't allowed to share the same spaces. Part of one of the things we visited was the District 6 Museum. And District 6 there was this community in South Africa, in Cape Town, it was not a wealthy community, but it just welcomed people from all different cultures, and it was a sort of a haven for people who maybe were gay or LGBTQ, and or Jews lived there, and so once the laws were enacted, they forced all these people to leave, and they bulldozed the whole community, and so these people had to flee with their suitcases. And now, if you visit Cape Town, you look at the beautiful landscape of Cape Town. There's a city with a mountain behind it, and there's just this empty spot where District 6 was.
A big empty spot?
A big empty spot.
I was just...
No, it's not like this. It's like a big empty spot where there were
this is not
communities.
To scale.
It's not to scale. Because at this point now, people are laying claim to certain land. We had a home there that was destroyed, so the government isn't building anything there until they can figure out who owned what and try to make restitution to people who were there. So that was fascinating. We visited Robben Island, where Mandela was held prisoner for 18 years, which was amazing. The Apartheid Museum in Johannesburg also it was just an overwhelming experience where you're really immersed in the culture and the history of South Africa. So this is a long-winded way to get to one of the personas that kept popping up was Stephen Biko. And Stephen Biko was a black apartheid fighter who was murdered in South Africa in the prison by white prison guards in 1977. And Peter Gabriel wrote a song for him. But he
Wait,
wrote.
what year was that?
So he was murdered in 1977.
How do these things feel like they should have been a long time ago, but they weren't that long?
Not that long ago. And apartheid wasn't fully ended until 1994.
Yeah, because, I mean, Trevor Noah is not that young. Or
Right.
not that old.
Yeah,
This was
never I don't know what I thought, but I never was like, yeah, he's like 30. So
No,
probably
this was
not really
happening
ago.
until 1994.
That's
And so
crazy.
when Peter Gabriel wrote this song, it became an anthem against apartheid. And we're going to be listening to this song and watching Peter Gabriel perform this song. And then I found on YouTube, there's a version of him playing this live for Mandela in Johannesburg after apartheid had ended.
Like Mandela's there?
Mandela was there, and Mandela was president. And Peter
Is that what
Gabriel
we're about
said,
to watch?
that's not what we're going to watch. I couldn't find a very good quality of that version. And Peter Gabriel said, I've been waiting for the opportunity to play this for you. And Mandela was known as Mandiba, to play this for you, Mandiba. And I'm, thrilled to be here that I can actually play this now that apartheid has been abolished. So that's great. If you can find that on YouTube, it's worth watching. The quality wasn't that great, but really good. So this is, I think, just a super moving song and just a fantastic performance. So what we're watching tonight is also from the Live in Athens performance. We saw Mercy Street. Remember Peter Gabriel performed Mercy Street from this same? It's the same concert. And so that's just a little history for you. And this really became an anthem against apartheid and really helped the international community turn their attention to what was happening in South Africa. And slowly countries started, sort of boycotting South Africa and putting pressure on South Africa to end apartheid. So, boy, that was
This is going to be our longest
long-winded
video yet.
introduction. So let's see. I'm going to bring this up. So this is Peter Gabriel performing Biko. And I don't have the lyrics, but I think it's easy enough to understand what he's saying in this performance.
I think we'll be okay.
And there are so many good performances. Oh, by the way, at some point you have to crack your knuckles. So somebody in the audience is keeping track of every time you crack your knuckles. So she'll crack her knuckles at some point randomly.
Okay.
But don't think too much about it. It has to be natural.
It has to be
Okay,
natural.
yeah.
Now that I put a lot of pressure on you
Yeah.
to crack them at the right time.
Do I really do it every time?
Apparently.
According to this one person,
Wow.
you crack your knuckles.
I do really like to crack my
Yeah.
knuckles.
Maybe you should keep your hands like flat on the table. Okay, so are you ready for this? So I think this is a very moving performance. There are many, many good performances of this. We could come back to this in 2 months and watch a different performance and be just as moved and just as enthralled by this, I think. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. This is Peter Gabriel performing Biko live in Athens. I'm just going to make sure we've got sound, and we don't have sound. This is one of those weird things that OBS does. So, all right, so little sound hiccup. Here we go. Now, Peter Gabriel performing Biko. We're watching this for the first time with you. And adjust your volume as you need to, please.
song was written for a brave man. A man who wasn't afraid to speak up for the rights of his people, whatever the cost to himself. For a man who was arrested, tortured, and killed in a jail in South Africa. For Stephen Biko, Bantu Stephen Biko.
Okay, so two quick things
What year
before.
was that from?
So he was performing that
Oh,
in the 80s, 1987, I think, during apartheid. Like apartheid is still
right,
actively happening when he's saying for all those who are still being tortured, there were
People were
still
actually
people being tortured.
Yeah.
So two quick things. The raised fist, if you weren't aware, is the sign of black power, right? So that's a symbol. And so he had everybody in the audience raising their fist. That's a symbol of black solidarity and black power.
Black Lives Matter. We did that too.
Yes,
Black
exactly.
Lives
So
Matter. Oh, it's the same.
similar, yeah. And then there was one phrase that he uses in the song where he says "Yila Malja,"
Oh, I was wondering about that.
which is I don't think he's pronouncing it quite correctly. Somebody from South Africa corrected that a little bit,
awesome.
but it means spirit come down to us, because he's saying, please let the spirit return because the man is dead. So it's I don't know if
Oh,
it's,
like let his spirit
return to us because the man is dead.
Right.
And so that's what that means. So what did you think?
Here are my thoughts.
Okay.
One, I like that he's using his platform to talk about this, obviously. I think now a lot of celebrities are, I don't know, I almost feel like they say their views, but in a very vague way, where it feels like it's non-committal because they don't want to lose their fans. And I get that to a certain extent, but they're already so rich. Like,
Right. What do they have to lose, really?
you have an army of fans who follow you, and they'll probably listen to you. So I think that's really cool. And he's not just like sending out a tweet of like, this sucks.
Right.
But he's actually just like telling a story that's completely the truth that could be educating people who might not know about it. And where was this concert?
This was in Athens, but I mean, he played this song all over the world. Like he was performing this all over the place with all of his concerts, and in many of his concerts, he closed with this song, with that experience.
Because I'm sure this song came up to people that doesn't really know that much about what was going on.
And just to jump in at that point, like when I first heard this song, when I was first getting into Peter Gabriel, I was like, what is a Biko? I don't know. It sounds like a funny word that Peter Gabriel is saying. This is a fun song. I don't really know what it means, but I like the sound of it. And I, as a middle-class white American, was completely unaware of apartheid until I heard the song. And I'm like, because as I got more interested in Peter Gabriel and his music, I looked it up. I said, what is this? And so this was literally my introduction to apartheid, which was happening in my lifetime, like while I was young. So this was how I found out about apartheid.
And yeah, I mean, similar to Driving the Last Spike, like how they use, I know this is his solo stuff, so it's not Genesis, but using the songs as a way to educate, but like tell historical narratives. I think that's really interesting.
And not very common
No,
at all.
totally not.
Because everyone wants a crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
That'll be like Billboard's top whatever.
Right.
But Peter Gabriel was able to make very, very popular songs while still making a stand.
Yeah.
It was also super catchy too. Like
Yeah.
that
It
refrain
is.
is like
Yes.
very catchy.
Right.
What were my thoughts about it?
I have more.
Oh, okay. Proceed. I'll go first. So we watched Mercy Street, and then that one he's like doing a lot more on stage.
Right.
But I felt like, he mostly stood there the whole time.
Yes.
But it still felt really like.
But I think that was deliberate, right? Like that was
Because you're supposed to focus only on the words and the
Truth.
Yes. So I thought it was still a very engaging and like powerful performance, even without all the action
theatrics.
and,
Yeah.
and stuff. So now
You
can go.
I'll jump in and then you can go.
Oh, he's always
It has one of my favorite lines in it from I
swear to God, if you say the line.
Is it
I
what
was
you're
about to
thinking?
say,
Wait, I think
know.
I know what she's gonna say. Something about the red line.
Oh no, that's not what I was thinking.
forget.
My favorite line is, "You can blow out a candle." Go ahead, then you go.
That's what I.
Go ahead, you take it. Go ahead.
That is a good line.
You can blow out a candle,
But you can't blow out
but
a
you
fire.
can't blow out a fire.
Once the flame begins,
catches.
the wind will blow it higher.
once the flame catches, the wind will blow it high.
Yes, what you want to say about that.
But
I'm glad you, like, that was...
that was the line.
Yeah.
And I was, like, really worried I was going to forget it the whole time.
Yeah.
I really liked your reaction to that.
Well, I was mad because
Heard that pounding on
very
tape. Yeah, yeah.
I was going to say something smart about it.
Okay, you can still say something smart about it.
Now I said that, it's going to sound dumb.
Yeah.
But anyway, I liked that. I mean, obviously, it's in reference to Biko.
Stephen Biko.
Stephen Biko.
That
Did
just
you say
said
a Biko?
Well, because you said, what even is a Biko?
What is a Biko?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Yes.
The candle is referring to him, blowing out the candle, obviously. They killed him.
Yes,
right?
they did.
But I like that, obviously you never want to think someone died in vain.
Yeah.
And so what he's saying, I mean, and I think this is true too, but what he's saying in that line is that even though they did as much as they could to get rid of this guy's message, kill him, he's still, like, his life and what he wanted to accomplish still went on because of him.
Yeah, and not only did it still go
on,
on, they're snuffing him out, blowing him out like a candle, made the movement stronger. Like it strengthened the flame that was the movement. Because, and the other line I really like from this is when Peter Gabriel says, "And the eyes of the world are watching now." Because it really was kind of like that. It was like the more things happen, the more like the world's like, oh my God, this is... Yeah. We need to pay attention to what's happening here because this is not good.
And now you have all the people in the crowd, like, showing
I also like that he turned the microphone onto the crowd, which I guess is something musicians do in general to get the, crowd to be part of the music.
Sure.
But just before that, he said, "It's up to you what happens now."
Right.
And so he's giving...
And then he left the stage, which that was...
And they still had to keep the beat going.
Right.
And they did it for a long time.
Yeah.
They kept it up.
Yeah, and I was in a Phil Collins concert at one point where he has this thing he closes with, it was with Take Me Home, and he does this part at the ending of Take Me Home, and he has the whole audience kind of singing along.
I don't know that song.
We will do that song. We will definitely do that song. I love that song. But I remember I was at Madison Square Garden in New York, and like Phil Collins was off the stage for 15 minutes, and the audience is still singing it as we're walking out and heading to our trains. We're like doing this sort of refrain over and over again, and that was my impression of what Peter Gabriel did with this Biko, and like people just kind of kept singing it, and it's such a catchy little sound and phrase that it sticks in your head.
But it's also like, I told you the story. Now do something.
Yes.
Like you don't need me to tell you what to do.
I've done all I can do. Like I will keep singing this song. This is my platform, but it takes all of you to make change.
Was that your smart thing you were going to say about the lyric?
It was pretty smart.
Did you not think it was
No,
smart?
I was just, was there more? I wasn't sure.
I think it was good. You can just say that was it.
Most of what I was planning on saying was the lyric because I was worried I wasn't going to remember it. But that was it. But that was
that was a good lyric. That was a good lyric.
Yeah.
And I really like the drums.
I was going to say that.
And the little drum.
The little drum and the big drum.
Yeah. But like it sounded a lot better than
that.
It
sounded like.
He's like an
phone ringtone.
Yeah, something like that.
Also, side note, this is not. I mean, it's related, but like Peter Gabriel really makes out with his microphone.
Yeah, he does. He gets right up in there. Yeah.
I didn't even know. You know what I was thinking? I was like thinking like he's way cuter than I thought he was.
He's cute.
I'm not even gonna go.
I mean,
I'm not even gonna go. I'm gonna let you two talk about.
I was thinking, of course, of the meaning of the song, but like when he first came on, I was like, wait, he has hair.
Yes.
And he's like kind of
he had hair.
He got nice blue eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're blue. Right?
I think this is probably like his best looking phase. Like this is where he looked his best.
What you really want to say.
I'm not gonna say.
Wait, say it.
But like
repressing his.
I'm not. Like this is where like when I think there's a picture of him on the cover of the album So, like this is his best looking phase. He had some really weird looking phases throughout his life.
I look forward to seeing them all throughout that channel, and I will make sure to comment on his appearance.
Very good.
Every time.
But this was probably his peak.
What were you gonna say?
That's what I was.
Just
That's
that he
all.
has gay feelings for Peter.
I
That's what it
do
seems
not
like.
have. That's not what I was gonna say.
Did you have a poster of him during this?
I didn't have a
best-looking period?
poster of Peter Gabriel.
Should we get him that?
I think maybe I did. Maybe I had in my college dorm a poster of Peter Gabriel.
Life size.
It's my birthday. You can get me.
Cardboard?
You can get me a.
I already got you tickets to the IMAX.
Yeah, we're gonna see the IMAX movie. Okay. Any final remarks about Biko? So.
Great one. I liked watching the video, although I feel that my reaction was much less engaging because I was just.
Well, that's okay because I really think this is one of those songs that, and this is sort of my plan with both of you going forward. Like, whenever you're not really paying attention, I'm going to put some of this music on in the background. Like if we're in the car and you're not really noticing what's happening. Mm-hmm. And this is one of those
We're
songs.
never in the car together.
I know, but it'll happen sometime.
We are adults, not in high school.
I understand, but it'll happen
We
at
think
some
that everyone
point.
thinks we're in high school.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not in high school. How old
We
are
have
you?
flown the coop.
Should we give it away though? I feel like maybe it's more charming if we're like young.
Oh, first of all, they're not twins, right? Some people think that they're twins. How old are you?
It's a
Are we gonna
secret.
give it
Yeah, no,
away?
give it away.
I feel like then it's gonna see. What I think is that everyone thinks we're so intelligent right now because they think we're in high school.
Oh,
And if we say how
well,
old
we
we
don't
actually
want.
are, then it's
So
gonna seem
Corinne
like
is
we're not.
14, Kate is 13. That's not
our
true.
age difference.
That's not even our
I
age
know it's not your
difference.
age. I was just making it up.
At least
14 and
be
12.
consistent with our age difference,
right.
otherwise our
They're-
name doesn't
let's
make
just
any
say
sense.
they're both in their 20s.
Maybe people will get.
You're a college. I already said before. You're a college graduate. It's in the description.
I don't think anyone reads that.
It's in the description of this video.
I was
read
gonna
it.
say
It's
for
so
we could get
long.
people to
It's
guess.
not that long. Why you haven't read our description to our?
I read our
I
description.
did
Channel?
not read it.
Do you know what it says about you?
Kate likes going to the gym and she's going to school or something.
Oh my God.
You said something about. I do forget.
I think
what
you
said.
guys need to be more involved with this channel and the evolution of this channel.
I have not answered one comment, and I'm really
I know
sorry
that's
about
rude.
that.
Corinne has answered
Answered some.
some. I've answered hundreds.
I
wish I could answer them all. I really enjoy answering the comments.
I love reading them, but I don't know what to say. I'm scared.
I don't think you need to be scared.
Well, I'll do a blanket comment to everyone who said that I didn't need Botox. On
Yes,
Domino.
that was
Thank you.
from the Ren.
I canceled my
Dominoes.
Botox consultation.
Did you really?
Yeah. I just rescheduled. I didn't reschedule yet, but I told her I was going to reschedule, but I probably won't end up. We'll see.
All right. Well
For
done.
now, it's canceled.
I think, and if you start feeling the need to reschedule
I'll just
it,
read the comments. Thanks,
read the
everyone.
comments, watch the video. That was, if you haven't watched it, we listened to a Ren song called Dominoes, which was very applicable to Corinne's thinking about getting Botox.
I think this video may be 2 hours long.
Yeah, maybe we should end it.
We're
now.
probably approaching hour 2. So I'm going to stop recording now. Thank you for watching. This was Peter Gabriel, Biko. I love this song. Because Biko. It will stick in your head. So
It's
I will.
Yeah,
catchy.
I don't have the rhythm yet.
Yeah, I'll play it again when you're not
I
paying
don't
attention.
even know what. That doesn't sound like it at all.
We're terrible. We're not good at that.
Look at us.
That's pretty good.
Singing channel coming next.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to say goodbye now. Thank you all for watching. Kate and Corinne are going to sleep. So we're going to say...
that was a scary face that I just made.
Why did you make a scary face?
I don't know.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.